What's good? This is James Holder for iFilm London. I'm in Belfast today for the Celtic clash. With me, I've got the new Celtic Cruiserweight champion, Stephen the Block Reynolds, all right?
Thanks very much, thank you.
Stephen, no word of a lie, that is one of the best fights I have seen in the last couple of years with my own eyes. Absolutely epic.
Well, I was glad to be part of it, but like, it takes two to make a fight, and we had a great fighter there in DECLAN TRAINOR as well, who made it a great fight also. Like, he came in, he wanted me out of there, and I wanted him out of there, and I was lucky enough. Now I got through with a couple of right hands, and I shook him, and got me the result.
A lot of people in the arena today were kind of in shock by the fight after, not for the result of the fight, but just how good of a fight it actually was. It was open from the first round, yourself, and a lot of people didn't realise how good defensively, maybe out of Ireland, you actually are.
Yes.
Great, absolutely great.
Even though, like, I was told afterwards there that Trainer was actually ahead on points. I thought when I got the knockdown that maybe would swing me ahead on points, but then he knocked me down. And
what a mad round that was.
Yeah, and then but I knew he was tired, because he was tiring through the fight, and I was lucky enough now I got him with a few shots towards the end then, and I was happy it was over.
I remember you telling me you were going to let him punch himself out a little bit. Was that the plan? Is that kind of how it went on?
That's my kind of style. I move forward and...
a pressure fighter, aren't you?
Yes, I like to make fighters feel uncomfortable and let them throw their shots. Take them on the guard. I'd sooner take them on the guard than the face. And as a result then, they'll tire out. And it gets me into a position where I can counter easily enough. I know they're in range, and I can get my shots off. So I'm happy with that now. I knew he was a big puncher. Like, he's a great boxer. He's a young fella. He's 25, with a huge potential ahead of him.
Round 5 or round 6, you knocked him down. Yeah. He then got up, caught you with a lovely shot as you was coming in.
That's right, you're right.
Most men wouldn't have got back. Yeah. I thought you was going to get up, and I thought you was going to wobble. Yeah. There was no wobble from yourself. Removable block was stand still, and he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, it's nice to answer a few questions there as well, that I have a chin and I have a punch. In the amateur game, I could hit hard, but I wasn't really known as a puncher.
I suppose the headgear and stuff, it kind of takes away the power.
I know with the pro game, you just sitting a wee bit lower, which means you get more leverage behind your shots, and with Alan as my coach, he's a ferocious puncher, and he's teaching me as well, and I have loads of boys there in the club, and there's a young fella there that taught me a lot about defence in the last couple of months, and he's a young lad coming on, but I learn from everyone.
Stephen, in my opinion, it's an absolute travesty that you wasn't turned over 15 years ago. And I know the Irish boxing, the amateur side is massive here, but from a boxing fan's point of view, I would have liked to have seen you 15 years ago going as you are now, mate.
If I'd gone that time, maybe the glory trail that I'm on now mightn't have been there. I'm getting a kick from being my age and trying to progress things, because the main reason I turned pro in the first place was because there was nothing for me. They've only recently moved boxing up to the age of 40 with the new rules, but that was too late.
Are you talking about in the amateur game?
At the end of 35, there was nothing for me. We tried to start a masters program here like they have in England, but we couldn't get it going. So the only option was a couple of fights as a professional. And I jumped in at the deep end with Moses, another great fighter, and hard as nails. Yeah, he is a tough man. He taught me a lot in that fight. I fought bitter off then in my second fight, and what a hell of a fight that with the trainer. He's a great lad.
Absolutely cracking fight. Honestly, from a neutral's point of view, it was just brilliant to watch. It was all action, and you two meant business,
Yeah, we did. He went at it. I thought he had me gone, and around 7, I thought I'd be going home with my tail between my legs, but luckily enough, no.
I think you were too mean to stay on the floor block. To be honest, you just didn't know how to give up.
Well, we've a lad there in the club, Sean McHale. If Anthony take inspiration from him, he doesn't know when to go down. And I always watch before my fights. I watched the Last Samurai. And I always try and go.
What's the Last Samurai before your fights?
Before I fight, and I always try and go in with a clear mind. And even here, I remember thinking before the fight, I'm grand, I'm nice and relaxed, and just trying to worry about nothing going in, and it's great. I'm happy now.
It's a proud night for yourself, obviously for your management, your team then had gone in. I know these guys have put a lot of effort into yourself, and to see you deliver as you have tonight, it's fantastic.
Thanks very much.
Fantastic.
Thanks. Never forgetting the fight. And my coaches and all the supporters that travelled up here tonight.
Where do you go from here? What can we anticipate seeing?
I'm out for 28 days because of the ferocity of the fight, and so I'm not complaining. I have a few injuries now, and so I'll just take a break, and I'll come back to work now on Monday, and
Back to work Monday.
back to work Monday. I'll have a few black eyes walking around the town putting tickets on cars, but I don't think people will mind.
Listen, if Block gives you a ticket on Monday, just accept it and for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's great.
Listen, I'm sure your kids are going to be real proud of you, mate, and well done. It's a great performance. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thanks very much.
This is James Holder with Stephen the Block Reynolds for iFilm London. Please go on Google, type in Stephen Reynolds versus Declan Trainor. That's all I'm going to say to you. It's worth a watch.
Thank you. Thanks very much.